Unbelievably, we are already at week 4 of action in the National Football League, and as always, there's some intriguing matchups, which makes for some intriguing player props. This week, there are a few that I'm really liking for Sunday's games. Now, first up, we've got the Buffalo Bills at the Baltimore Ravens, and that means two of the best quarterbacks in the league will be going head-to-head. Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. Check out the prop on Josh Allen over 286.5 yards passing. I like this one because we know Josh can put numbers on the board. But I really like it because the Ravens secondary, it's in shambles right now due to injury. Every QB the Ravens have faced this season has thrown for over 300 yards. How suspect is Baltimore's secondary? Well, they're allowing a league-worst 353 yards passing per game. Allen, he's thrown over 286 yards in each game this season. Give me Allen and the over. The New York Giants, they host the Chicago Bears in week 4, and a prop I like is one surrounding Big Blue running back Saquon Barkley over 81 yards rushing. I can see Barkley balling out in this one. He put up 81 rushing yards last week, and this week the tailback faces a Bears defense that has given up 471 total yards on the ground this season. That's the second most in the NFL. Don't overthink this one. Barkley has looked good on the ground for 3 weeks, and it should continue going against Chicago. Okay, we've looked at some offensive props, but what about the defense? They need love too. The Dallas Cowboys, they lead the league in sacks, and they're third in quarterback pressures through 3 weeks of play. In week 4, they're going up against the most sacked QB in football. That is Carson Wentz, who was sacked 9 times against the Eagles last week. Ouch. Now, Micah Parsons for the Cowboys, he's been looking like a monster on D, but that really has benefited DeMarcus Lawrence. Lawrence recorded a career-high 3 sacks against the Giants last week, and I like him to do his thing again against the Washington Commanders. Bang any prop where you can find Lawrence to record a sack in Sunday's contest against Washington. Seems like good money. Now, back to that Bills-Ravens matchup. An enticing prop here is Lamar Jackson over 52.5 rushing yards. Jackson, he's been balling out in a contract year. And look, I'm a believer in him to continue to put up gaudy stats. The numbers support Jackson over 52 yards. In just under 60% of his career starts, Action Jackson has gone over 55 yards rushing. In the last 2 weeks, the Ravens QB has rushed for $119 against the Dolphins and 107 against the Patriots. I like Lamar to continue to put in the work with the ground game once again here. Let's finish it up with a prop involving a local team. I like New York Jets wide receiver Elijah Moore over 40 yards receiving against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Zach Wilson, he's back this week, starting under center. And Moore, he was his favorite target a season ago. This season, Moore has gone over 40 yards in each game, 49 yards twice and 41 back in week 2. Despite facing a tough Pittsburgh defense, the Jets wideout should be able to surpass that number once again. And those are my best NFL props for week 4 action this Sunday. We'll see how these play out. Just enjoy the games. I'll be back next week with more props for the football fans.